The problem in Kenya today is that even if we were to create such kind of a framework, still political noise after election will not end. The problem in Kenya is not just having or failure to have a cohesive, all-inclusive government. The problem in Kenya is that politicians, the political elite, have got a penchant for flouting rules of democracy and even the rules of law. For instance, the essence of having the new Constitution of Kenya 2010 was to expand the democratic space, having free and fair elections, but that has not come to be. One, while the elections could be determined as free from the onset of the process, the tail end of the process is where the problem was. For example, the issue of transmission of results, etc. The issue of election laws being made at the last minute to try and appeal to certain interests. We need just to learn to play by the rules. As a matter of fact, the Constitution is not the problem. The problem is the willingness or lack of willingness to play by the rules. If at all, our elections could be free, fair, verifiable, and just, then we would not be having all this post-election tension. When you look at, for example, the case of Raila Odinga versus IEBC and others, 2017, where the Supreme Court of Kenya overturned the presidential election, the presidency, as announced by IEBC of Uhuru Kenyatta, being the first ever presidential election overturned in Africa and the fourth only in the world. It tells you that in electoral justice and in terms of having a free, fair, and verifiable electoral process, the place of the judiciary also is very sacrosanct. Then respecting the rule of law and the place of the judiciary in that entire arithmetics. Now, since the ruling of the Supreme Court for the repeat election, which Raila Odinga, of course, absconded, and then finding ourselves where we are today, after the BBI, the handshake and the BBI, etc., the leadership of this country has failed or possibly willingly refused to engage in and propagate electoral justice reforms that are so badly and so much needed if at all we are thinking of having a high-level election that is free, fair, justifiable, verifiable, and true. The political class could be waiting for the year 2022 at its beginning to start talking about electoral justice reforms, review of our election laws, and trying to rethink and review the process of elections, and including the transmission of election results. But why wait until it's too late in the day?